Welcome back, folks, to Redemption Weekly Racing Series. We got Pro 2s at Wild West, presented by PCs by Thomas. Get them fired off here shortly. Take a look at your grid. Let's watch some racing. Gonna wait for everybody to get on the grid here. And here we go. Got Sam Price in your number 1 spot and Stephen Hott in your number 2 spot. They're going to lead us off here, followed by Corey Hazelwood in the 3 spot, Chris Cornell in the 4 spot, and PCs by Thomas' very own Thomas Christian's going to round out the number 5 spot, and we are green. Sam Price is going to lead us into turn 1. Stephen Hott on his outside. We're going to have Corey Hazelwood get in there on the inside. Corey's going to get into the wall a little bit. And they're going to come down the hill. Here we go. Stephen Hott is going to get next to Sam Price. He's going to drag race him down into this turn here. Stephen Hott pulls off a great move as Corey Hazelwood's going to try to force his way, and he's going to get stuck on the wall. And we got 10 laps out here. We see the suspension of Stephen Hott's truck just working. Chris Cornell back there. Going to get in front of Corey. Unfortunately, I do think Corey is stuck on that wall. Yep, still stuck on the wall. Come on, Corey, get that thing off the wall. And Corey's going to get back on the track. And we are all good. No yellow, no caution. Sam Price is going to be behind Stephen Hott. Stephen Hott's going to be your leader as Thomas moves up into that 3rd spot. Corey Hazelwood's going to have to try to play catch-up, which is unfortunately going to be impossible. But we got, like I said, 10 laps out here. Anything's possible, I guess. As long as he stops trying to skate the walls. And look at this. Sam Price will get up next to Stephen Hott. This is going to be your battle for the lead right now. So we go through the whoop section, going into the turn, going down. Oh, Sam Price is going to just get unsettled there. The truck's going to pop up in the front. Stephen Hott is going to move into your 2nd spot. That is going to be successful for Sam. But Stephen's going to come back at him here on the inside, if I had to guess. He's going to throw it in hard. Chris Cornell coming through. Thomas behind him. Chris Cornell in your 3rd spot. Good start for him. Tom is in your 4th spot. You see him go through the jumps. Sam Price is still in front of Stephen Hott. Stephen Hott is going to try to get that back from Sam. These trucks are so much fun to drive. It's been a really good series for us. And this track is pretty fun, so I'm sure these guys are loving it out here. Steven's not loving being behind Sam. Steven's good in these trucks, so is Sam. And your series sponsor, Thomas, going down the main straightaway, going into turn 1. See that suspension working on Stephen Hott's truck, trying to chase down Sam Price. Sam Price making a little bit of a gap to Stephen now. These trucks, they're not fast enough to really make up crazy gaps, so you have to stay close to one another if you want a shot at it, or hope somebody makes a mistake. And right now, Sam Price is not making a mistake. We are almost halfway through this race already. We're going to start lap 5 out of 10 right now. Tom's struggling with that corner a little bit. Tom's going to get into the wall there. He's going to get bound up in the fence, I believe. I do see him over there. I think he's going to have to escape back to the pits, unfortunately. So that means Corey Hazelwood could end up stealing a P4 here after his issues in the beginning, as Chris Cornell is running a solid P3 right now, and he's got no one behind him for miles. All he's got to do is maintain, and he will get that podium spot. Stephen Hott trying to close up to Sam. Sam's running very clean right now. Sam has gotten a lot faster as this season went on. See him hit that big jump going into turn 1. And Corey Hazelwood is going to be closing to the back of Chris Cornell, but Corey is a couple laps down, so this is not for position. Chris Cornell does not necessarily have to worry about him here. You just let him go. Corey Hazelwood is in fact going to steal that P4 spot from Thomas. Unfortunately, Thomas had a run-in with the wall. He had to go back to the pits. Oh, maybe not. Thomas is coming back out on the track. And I think he should stay in front of Corey Hazelwood. My timing messed up there a little bit, but it looks like Tom should be okay to keep that 4th spot. We'll see when they both come to the line where it puts them. So right now, Sam Price is your leader. Stephen Hott in the 2nd place. Chris Cornell running a great race in P3. Thomas getting back out on track. He's going to try to keep that 4th spot. Unfortunately, Corey Hazelwood went down a couple laps due to that incident in the beginning. And Sam Price is making this very hard on Stephen Hott. Stephen Hott's going to have to give it everything he's got to try to get to him, as we have 3 laps to go. Oh no. Thomas is going to have to pull it back into the pits. So what does this mean for Corey Hazelwood? Does he have enough time to steal that spot from Thomas while he's in the pits? Sam Price is going to throw it a little wide there. He's going to open the door for Stephen Hott. That's not what you want to do in these trucks. Chris Cornell going through the first turn. Cool, calm, and collected for Chris Cornell. Just got to maintain. Corey Hazelwood is out here putting in practice laps at this point, unfortunately. See them go through some of the smaller jumps there. They're going to go up the hill. Sam Price, still your leader up front. Stephen Hott behind him. Sam Price has got to keep it nice and tight against this first turn wall. You don't want to open the door for Stephen Hott to get on the inside. As Sam goes wider than he'd probably like, Stephen's going to keep it tight up against the wall. As Thomas is coming back out on the track. As of right now, he still retains that 4th spot. Onboard shot with Chris Cornell here, getting ready to go over the jump. Lap 9 out of 10. Sam Price, still your leader, followed by Stephen Hott. And we are on the last lap for these leaders right now. Stephen's got to do anything he can to get around Sam Price. Is he going to throw it into the side of him? Is he going to let him have it? Stephen Hott needs to be closer than that, about halfway through the lap here. Sam Price is looking safe. Sam's going to take them up the hill. Looks like Sam Price is going to be your race winner out here. Stephen Hott is going to be in that 2nd spot despite doing what he can in this Pro 2 out here. Sam Price is going to be your race winner in the Pro 2s at Wild West, followed by Stephen Hott in that second place. And Chris Cornell, a great run for him, is going to take that third spot. He's going to podium. And PCs by Thomas' very own Thomas is going to retain that fourth spot. And Corey Hazelwood, unfortunately, is going to come up last as Corey's going to throw a 360 at the line. Chris is going to try to throw a 360 at the line. And Thomas is coming around, finish that lap. It's been a super fun series for us over here at Redemption Weekly Racing Series. Come on, Thomas, bring it down that hill. He is going to round out your race here at Wild West. Great run for Sam Price, holds off Stephen Hott and Chris Cornell in that third spot. Congrats to Chris on the podium. And that's all we got from Wild West.